What I wanted to do is first show you a little bit how to meal prep, and then the second thing is answer any questions. If you have any after we go through the meal prepping and stuff. Hi there, Katrina. Perfect timing. Meal prepping, once you've mastered it, it's gonna be a lot easier to meal prep for your meal plan, and then it's also gonna be easier to maintain as long as you maintain it. So some of the things that I have here is I have my, I'm actually gonna lower this so you can see more of what I have. So I have my scale. It's a digital scale. I think I paid like $15 at Walmart. I mean, it's really basic and cheap. This is gonna help you with a lot of your food. And then I have my containers to go. Also, I wanted to show you some of the spices. Oh, and then of course my measuring cup as well. Some of the spices that I like to use when I meal prep, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon tastes so good in my shakes, and it just adds a little bit of extra flavoring. And when I do the sweet potato or the yams, I'll add cinnamon, and it tastes really, really good. I also add it to my fish. Believe it or not, it tastes good on fish. And then the other thing I have here, I have Himalayan salt, which is pink salt. This is something that you can add after you've meal prepped and portioned out your food. And then I always cook with Mrs. Dash, which is salt-free, and that's what you want. Any kind of seasonings that are salt-free. So this Mrs. Dash, there's tons of variety. I carry them all the time. I even have a jumbo one because I use Mrs. Dash so much. There's other brands out there. You just have to read the labels, and as long as it says no sodium, 0 sodium, you can use it. And then of course, like things like I use is black pepper, and I like spicy food, so I add chili pepper and stuff like that. But there's tons of things you can do. Oregano, if you want to add oregano, basil, dried basil leaves. You can do, I mean, I have a ton of stuff. Let's see. What else do I have? I have cumin. Just whatever that will season your food that has 0 salt. That makes a huge difference. Okay, and so so this is what I cook with. I use all the seasonings, and then at the very end I'll add my salt once I've portioned out my Himalayan salt once I portion out the food. So I've already cooked all my food, and I'm gonna just kind of show you how I prepare it. So I get a container. I like to do the meat first, and Ronnie actually cooked our food for us, so this is good. I put the plastic on the scale and I zero it out and make sure it says 0. Oops. I'll bring it over here. And then I'm just gonna weigh it right here. I'm gonna add 4 ounces right now for myself. And I'll pull out the meat that goes over. So you want to get it as exact as possible. And this right here that that Ronnie cooked for us, was turkey meat, ground turkey meat. And you want to drain it afterwards. So there's 4 ounces. He made brown rice for us. And when I do turkey meat, I like it, you know, you always want it moist, but you definitely want to drain it. And let me see, my rice. This one. Is 1/3 cup for me right now. So I'm gonna literally grab this rice, measure it out, and scoop it down. Ready. So that's ready. And then for me, I actually put asparagus in the oven for 15 minutes, and it's great because it tastes really good. So this one is a cup. Like my greens is a cup. So I just grab the cup and I literally put the greens in my cup until it fills it. And this is a cup. And I just dump it in there and then it's done. And then I grab my salt and I add my salt, and then I just do that. I keep repeating that. And I do that either with chicken. I have let's see. I have kale, which I don't see right now, but I made kale. And so kale has to actually be cooked down. And so initially when you get the big bag, that big bag looks like it's gonna be a lot, but really when you cook it down, it's gonna be probably 3 cups total. And so you wanna measure it out already cooked. That's the difference. And so then this isn't ready. And then the thing that I love is I use this called liquid aminos, which really seasons your food really well. And it tastes like salt, like it salts it, but there's no salt in it. So you just add it on top and then you're ready to go, and then you close it up. So that's kind of like the basic plan for meal prepping. Do you guys have any questions so far? I can't hear you, Clarice. I can't hear you for some reason. Have Shayla unmute her phone. And see if we can. There you go.
Am I on mute?
Yeah. For some reason, we couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Just a quick question. I want to confirm. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Is it still mute? Which one?
It's because you're both in the same room.
Oh.
That's why it's echoing.
I need to back up. Hold on.
Okay.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to confirm the schedule. So, wake up in the morning at 6. So we should have the shake 30 to 45 minutes or 30?
30.
30 minutes. And then I need to time it after 30 minutes?
Yes.
So 6:30?
What time do you wake up?
About 6.
Okay, 6:30. Yep.
And then is it 2.5 hours or 3 hours for the next meal?
It's the range is 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. The range is 2 to 3 hours, between 2 and 3 hours.
Because I was gonna do it like, set it on my